time I drop video contents like this. And without wasting much time, guys, let's head on straight into the video of today. Alright guys, so in front of you is the Bitcoin charts, and I want you to just ignore all these lines, okay? This is actually my calculation, so ignore all these lines. I just want to talk about this, and this is very, very important. Now, before the day ends, I'm going to produce another video, and I would upload it on YouTube. So ensure you watch that video. That video is going to be the part 2 or the continuation of this particular video. So in that second video, which is the part 2, I would be telling you guys how I, the Crypto Prophet, is going to detect when we would enter into the next bear markets. Okay, I'm going to be showing you one of the parameters or the metrics that I'm going to be using to detect when the next bearish markets is going to kickstart for the whole crypto space. Now, like I told you all, I said there's a very great bearish markets coming for the crypto space, similar to what happened in the year 2022. And the charts I'm going to share with you, you're not going to find them anywhere else. These charts are my designs. I personally designed these charts getting inspiration. So this is what makes the channel of the Crypto Prophets very unique. So right now, this particular video that you're watching, or this particular video that I'm producing right now that you're watching, in this video I'm going to be giving you all a foresight into the future and what you should be expecting in the crypto space any moment from now, because there's a lot of junk going on online right now. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you've been hearing me calling for higher price for Bitcoin. A lot of persons have been bearish, but for me, I've been bullish, and I've been telling you guys that Bitcoin is going to go to higher prices. As a matter of fact, I've told you that we are going to $130,000. So this video that I will be sharing with you, I'll be showing you some parameters and why I am of the opinion that in few days time we're going to have a very bullish market. Okay, so follow me as I take you into this video. Let's head on straight into the charts. So guys, the first thing I'm going to be sharing with you is this particular chart. Okay, take note of this particular chart. Now we have the green line and we have the brown line. So if we import in these lines, I need you guys to observe something. Now we will take, let's delete this to avoid, I want you who is watching this video, I need you to understand exactly what I'm saying. Now, if you take a look at this green line, we have the green line, we have the brown line. Okay, so if you take a look at these lines, let's connect this top from here. Let's draw this over to this particular top here. So guys, if you guys observe, you would see that this particular top is higher than this one, and this one is higher than this one. Isn't that correct? Very obvious. So now let's mark these tops and see. Let's get it here. Let's put a vertical line here, and let's put another one here where we currently are. Okay, so guys, if you observe this chart, you would notice a particular pattern, and that's what I want to share with you all. First thing first, let's take out these lines. Now, the vertical line that I marked corresponded with this candlestick. Isn't that true? And then the second vertical line that I marked also corresponded with this particular candlestick around this area. Isn't that correct? Now, the next one that I marked is corresponding with this candlestick. So let's take it out. So guys, if you observe something, when we had this vertical line connecting this particular pattern, okay, this pattern here, this was on the 7th of April. Now, this particular candlestick here was the top for these charts, and after this happened, we began crashing down, right? Then the next thing happened here. When we had this vertical line, this was the top of this chart, then we crashed down. Isn't it correct? Now the next one, we are currently here. So I am of the opinion that we should be expecting a crash down, just as we had here and we had here. Okay, so guys, If you also observe something, you would see that ever since we dropped below this red line, we haven't yet come on top of this red line. We haven't overcome this red line and opened a candlestick on top of it. Now, when we dropped below this red line, we tried pumping above it, but we could not. We had a rejection. Same thing here right now. We are battling with this red line. And if I import in these lines again, you guys will observe something. When we had a top for these charts, guys, we were hitting, we seem to be maintaining support on this white line. Not until when we topped out, then we broke below this white line and came crashing down. Now, the same thing happened here. We were finding support on top of this white line until we had a top, then we broke down, broke below this white line and came dropping down here. Now, the same thing, guys, is still happening, okay? We have been finding supports on this white line, and right now we are at the verge of dropping. You can see we've already formed a red candlestick. We are at the verge of dropping. So guys, if you take a look at these charts, if you take a look at the general pattern of these charts, we seem to be inside a falling wedge. We are in a falling wedge, guys. Look at it. Because connecting this top to this particular top and this bottom to this particular bottom, this is a very beautiful falling wedge. Okay, so anytime we get to the top of this red line, we crash down. We got up here, crashed down here, found support here, got up here, crashed down, found support here. Then we got up here right now, we found support here, we got up here right now, and I believe, the Crypto Prophet, I am of the opinion that we would come crashing down. So guys, this is actually what is going to happen. Because if we come crashing down, we would definitely exceed the previous low. And this has the potential to take Bitcoin to new all-time highs. I'm telling you, this is going to take Bitcoin to new all-time highs, guys. So there's an all-time high coming for Bitcoin. There's a bullish momentum that is coming into the markets. These charts I'm sharing with you, these parameters, there are patterns that I've observed based on my level of professionalism. I've observed these patterns, and this particular chart you see here, you're not going to find it anywhere else. You're not going to find it with these parameters. Okay, you won't find it with these parameters. So if we import back these lines, let's take this out. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. All right, guys. So now if we import back these lines, you would observe something. Anytime we hit this white line, we drop. We hit it here, we drop. Now we are hitting it again. So I'm expecting us to drop, guys. Very, very obvious. We are at the verge of dropping, guys. We are at the verge of dropping. We are at the verge of dropping. So currently, we seem to be forming bearish divergences in the lower time frames. Okay, we're forming bearish divergences in the lower time frames for this chart, and I'm going to be showing you that in the next video. I'll be showing you the bearish divergence that is forming with these charts. So guys, let's mark these points for Bitcoin. When we got to this top, we bottomed in the chart of Bitcoin. This was around the 7th of April, right? Around here, this was around the 22nd of June. So currently, this is where we are. So we would be checking the Bitcoin charts for you guys to see what I'm talking about, for you guys to trace the pattern. Don't forget, this was around 7th of April 2025. This was around the 22nd of June 2025. And currently, this is where we are. And the Crypto Prophet is telling you we are at the verge of breaking this white line. And if we break this white line, guys, this is going to send the price of Bitcoin high. And if the price of Bitcoin goes high, definitely you should be expecting the prices of altcoins as well to appreciate. It's as simple as that. Simple, straight to the point. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you this. Okay, though definitely you would need a professional to show you this, and I bet you're not going to find anybody on YouTube that is sharing these charts with you. So this is why the channel of the Crypto Prophet is very unique, because I would show you what you would not see. I would show you what you can't find. You may not like me, but you can't deny my evidence. You can't deny my results. My results are undisputable. You're not going to find them anywhere else. So let me share with you the lower time frame of this chart. Then after that, I'll be taking you to the chart of Bitcoin. When I take you to the chart of Bitcoin, I'm going to show you also the S&P 500. I'll be showing you what is happening in the stock market. Then after that, we end this video, and then the next video, expect me to complete the series telling you why I am of the opinion that we are still in a bull run, not until when we break certain parameters. So let's head on straight into the next part of this video. Alright guys, so now this is what I want to share with you. Now this is the lower time frame of the charts that I shared with you, and I need you guys to observe something. Now this is a bearish divergence. This is a bearish divergence, guys, because this chart seems to be going down. You can see this top is higher than this one. But if you take a look at the chart of Bitcoin, now this is the inverse of Bitcoin, you would observe something. You would see that the price is rather increasing. The price is rather going up. The price is rather increasing. It's going up. Okay, this particular high is lower than this particular high. This high is higher than this particular high. But if you take a look at this chart, you would see that this particular chart is rather going down. So this is a bearish divergence, and if this is a bearish divergence, guys, then it automatically means that this chart is going to come crashing down. This chart is simply preparing for a local top, and once this happens, guys, that means Bitcoin is preparing for a bottom. That's exactly what this chart is screaming. So right now we have this candlestick that is bullish. This candlestick, I am of the opinion that this candlestick is going to go up. Okay, we're still going to go up. But once that happens, we would complete the cycle. And once we complete the cycle, we would come crashing down, and the price of Bitcoin will skyrocket. This is what I need you all to understand. So guys, let's head on straight into the Bitcoin charts, and let's take a look at those parameters so I can show you all exactly what I was talking about. This is the Bitcoin charts, and if you guys recall, I told you something. I said when that first chart, when the first chart I shared with you all, the first chart I just shared with you, I told you that when that chart topped out, Bitcoin bottomed. So we traced it around the 7th of April thereabout. So we're going to confirm from the dates in the Bitcoin chart and see what happened. So this is it, guys. This was around the 7th of April. You can see that the chart of Bitcoin bottomed when that chart topped out, and then we had this rally. Bitcoin then was around $74,000, $75,000. Okay, you can see this is very, very obvious. And then the chart also topped out again around the 22nd of June. And if we trace the 22nd of June, guys, look at it, very evident. You can see that the chart of Bitcoin also bottomed when that chart topped out. And right now, guys, we are having the same pattern forming. And if you take a look at this pattern, guys, this is a massive bullish divergence. I don't know how many persons are seeing this, but this is a bullish divergence. Guys, listen. Take a look at this. Look at this. This white line, ever since we crossed this yellow line, right from when we entered into this bull run for Bitcoin from the month of April, and mind you, I've been calling for a Bitcoin bull run from the month of November 2024. I told you guys that Bitcoin is getting set to rally and is heading to $120,000, $110,000, $120,000. I told you guys this, and that's exactly what has played out. I started prophesying about this months ago, even from the year 2024. That's how unique the channel of the Crypto Prophet is. I am always way ahead of my time, and I see the future. So now take a look at this, guys. Look at this. Very, very obvious. Ever since we crossed this yellow line with this white line, ever since this white line crossed this yellow line, we have not in any way gone below this yellow line. So right now, guys, we are trying to go below this yellow line, but not yet. And this is very obvious, guys, because if you take a look at this, now this white line is obvious. This white line is going to bend and go up. Very, very obvious. Now, even if we do go below this yellow line, I don't think this white line would continue going down, because that would be bearish. I am of the opinion that we are going to have a recovery, a strong recovery. Why? For the following reason. Guys, this is a beautiful bullish divergence for Bitcoin. You can see the price is going down, but take a look at the indicator. The indicator is what? Is going up. And you can see it's leveled. This is a very, very beautiful formation. Take a look at this, guys. Look at this. We are having an indicator that is going up. Okay, this is going up. Let's mark this. Look at it, guys. This is a beautiful. It's going up. You can see this white line. This is going up. But take a look at the price of Bitcoin. Look at it, guys. Look at it. The price is rather doing what? Going down. This is a lower low. Okay, higher than this. Sorry, lower than this. This low is lower than this low. But if you check this indicator, you would see that this indicator, this low is lower than this one. This is a higher low. This is going up, but the price of Bitcoin is doing what? Is coming down. This is a massive bullish divergence, guys. And this bullish divergence is definitely going to break out. And once this bullish divergence breaks out, guys, this is going to send the price of Bitcoin to higher highs. So you guys need to be prepared. This is why the channel of the Crypto Prophet is very unique. Like I always say, I share what you're not going to find out there easily. So I don't know what people out there are saying. You know, when they are talking about the price of Bitcoin going down, or sell this, we're in a bearish market and all that bullshit. Listen, forget about all of that. Take what I, the Crypto Prophet, is telling you. So if there is anything you should do right now, you should be inside the crypto space. I'm telling you this because it's a massive rally that is coming. A massive rally is coming, guys. It is cooking up. So the earlier you catch this move, the better for you. I'm telling you, we are entering into a strong bullish mode. The whole market is going to go into a frenzy. The whole market is going to go parabolic. We're going to have a massive pump, and it's very, very close. But already I've seen the dates. I've already seen the dates, and I've shared it with my premium members. So you have to send an email. Send an email, tradingexploit7@gmail.com. Send an email, tradingexploit7@gmail.com. You're going to get answers. The admins, they are going to respond to you. So check the descriptive part of this video, tradingexploit7@gmail.com. The admins, they are going to answer you. Now listen, whether you like it or not, the Crypto Prophet is the #1 crypto analyst globally, because I see dates and I'm going to call the dates, I will call the time, and whatever I tell you is what would happen. Check the whole YouTube, check the whole Instagram, the whole Twitter. You will not find anybody like the Crypto Prophet. See how I've broken down the charts of Bitcoin for you to understand where we are heading to. That's not something you find easily. I'm telling you, that's not something you find easily. You can't find this easily. So let's enter into the S&P 500, guys. I need you guys to observe something. The S&P 500. Let's load the charts of the S&P 500. This is the charts of the S&P 500, and something very spectacular happened, guys. Now, on the 28th of August, the S&P 500, or the stock market, had a new all-time high. It created a new all-time high and then dropped down. And guys, listen to what I'm about telling you. Now, you remember, I've called for a new all-time high for the stock market right from when Iran and Israel had their conflicts. I, the Crypto Prophet, I began calling for brand new all-time highs. I told you guys that you should not look at the war. I told you should not look at the news of the war, but rather you should take it as an opportunity to buy the dip. because from experience, I was specific. I said this always leads to the bottom of markets. But the whole world, if you go through news, if you go through what is happening, if you follow the news, you'll be scared because they would always be shouting that the market is going to tank more, that this is going to lead to war and all that. But I told you guys, I said, see, look out, because this is forming a bottom. And this is going to lead to new highs for the S&P 500 and the whole crypto space. And that's exactly what happened. You guys can see that we had brand new all-time highs. So right now, guys, if you take a look at this, on the 28th of August, the stock markets created a brand new all-time high, and this led to this drop you see here. And Bitcoin as well did the same thing. So that means Bitcoin at this point was leading the S&P 500 because the price of Bitcoin reached 125 and then retraced and dropped. But then the S&P 500 was yet to create a brand new all-time high. So the S&P 500 created this new all-time high on the 28th of August and then dropped following Bitcoin. And right now, guys, the S&P 500 still has more room for another all-time high. I'm seeing another brand new all-time high coming for the S&P 500, and I am of the opinion that once the S&P 500 gets up to this point, this is going to be a danger level, because if we break out of here, then we would most likely top out around this area. But right now, from what I can see, Bitcoin seems to be leading the S&P 500 right now. From what I'm observing, from my observations, Bitcoin seems to be leading the S&P 500 currently in this particular trend. So Bitcoin has had a new all-time high. The S&P 500 followed suit, had a new all-time high. Bitcoin had the new all-time high and dropped. The S&P 500 had a new all-time high and dropped again. And right now, guys, both of them, okay, the both of them, they are bottoming out. And these charts are going to go higher. And once we have a brand new all-time high for the S&P 500, expect Bitcoin to do the same. So, guys, Bitcoin is going to break. Bitcoin wants to break and go above $125,000. I am 100% certain of this. I am the Crypto Prophet. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And what I've told you is what is going to happen. So currently, guys, Bitcoin is trading at $108,000. You're not going to find anybody giving you this information or breaking it down for you the way the Crypto Prophet is doing right now. I am always far ahead of my time. If you've been following me, you know exactly what I'm saying. When I come out to speak, my words carry authority, and what I tell you is what is going to happen. It's as simple as that. As a matter of fact, if you hear any news anywhere and the Crypto Prophet has not confirmed it, if he is available, he hasn't confirmed it, then keep away that news. Keep that news away, because that news is not going to happen. The Crypto Prophet, if you hear anything in the crypto space related to what I'm doing, and I come out and I tell you this is what I feel, or this is my own opinion, just follow my own opinion. I'm not begging you, okay? It's obvious. If you follow what I tell you, definitely you would see results. It's as simple as that. So the bottom line is this. The final conclusion to this video. There's a brand new all-time high coming for Bitcoin. I've showed you the bearish divergences and the bullish divergences as well. I've also showed you that the S&P 500 made a new all-time high some days back, following what Bitcoin did, and then dropped just like Bitcoin. There seems to be a correlation currently, okay, but the correlation this time seems to be closer, but Bitcoin is taking a lead. But now, this doesn't mean Bitcoin always leads the S&P 500. I haven't said so. I repeat myself again. This does not mean that Bitcoin always follows the S&P 500 or leads it. No. In most cases, there's always a decoupling. In most cases, the S&P 500 leads Bitcoin. In most cases, Bitcoin leads the S&P 500. In most cases, the both of them, they go separate ways. But as a professional, I'm able to detect all these changes. So for now, I am telling you that Bitcoin is leading the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 has had a drop, and I'm expecting it to create a new all-time high, come up here, break here, and Bitcoin is going to do same. And if we break out of this point, then that means Bitcoin Bitcoin is going more parabolic, or it would have gone more parabolic. So guys, get into the channel of the Crypto Prophet. Send an email, tradingexploit7@gmail.com. You're going to find that email in the descriptive part of this video. And send a message. The admins, they are going to respond to you. Don't forget, I will be uploading the part 2 of this video, explaining to you why I am of the opinion that we are not yet in a bear market, or a bear market has not been triggered. I would be showing you the parameters of that, and once that happens, it's going to be an indication that there's a bear market being triggered, and that's when I would be advising everyone to get out of the crypto space. But we are very, very damn close, very, very, very damn close to the activation of a bear market. So that'll be all for now, guys. See you in the part 2 of this video. I remain the Crypto Prophet. God bless you all. Thank you.